Shall we talk about the biggest mistake that I ever made as a content creator? I feel like we should, because I've had several conversations with you guys and a lot of you are making the same mistake as me. Now look, I'm not here to judge. How could I when I've made the exact same mistake? Instead, what I'm gonna do is give you a bit of context behind this mistake, but most importantly, provide you with the information and the tools that you need to ensure that you don't do the same thing. All of my UK creators, this one is gonna be of particular importance to you. By the way, this video is sponsored by HMRC. You will understand why in just a moment. Okay, so what is the mistake and was it truly as bad as I'm making out? Essentially, when I got started with my content creation journey, and I will also just put it out there that I made this mistake when I was starting like separate businesses as well. So when I was running boutiques and everything, I mean, I've made this mistake a few times. But when I first got started with my content creator business, I did not take the financial side of my business very seriously. Like the financial operation side wasn't for me. And I know a lot of you guys watching this, you're gonna relate to this. I was just so excited by like the creative side. I was excited to start producing content. Of course, I was excited to start earning an income from said content, but I wasn't quite lit up by the idea of looking into my tax obligations. Like that wasn't something that I was looking forward to. And I honestly just did that really stupid thing where you like bury your head in the sand. I like that phrase. I buried my head in the sand and I was like, do you know what? All that tax stuff, I'll figure it out later. I was basically like one of those children who like don't want to hear what you're saying and they're like this and they're like, can't hear you. That's literally what I was doing. So the result was that I didn't look into whether I had to sign up for self-assessment tax. Now, if you don't know what self-assessment tax is, don't worry, it's nowhere near as scary as it sounds. It's basically a system that HMRC use to assess your income and to review your tax obligations, if you have any at all. It just ensures that everyone's being taxed fairly and it ensures that you're running your business properly, right? And the thing is, whilst it's fairly straightforward and there's a ton of resources you can use, which will guide you through the process of registering, it is one of those things what just feel really daunting and it feels quite like grown up. Like something that like big multi-million pound businesses do. And a lot of the time when we're starting off on our content creator journey, we don't take ourselves or these businesses that we're building as seriously as we could, because you becoming a content creator, you earning income through your content makes you a business. And it's important that we realize that early on to ensure that we don't have issues further down the line. So I didn't look into whether I needed to register for self-assessment tax. And in all honesty, I didn't even look into what that meant. Eventually, one of my friends said to me, look, you need to register. It doesn't take long. I'll help you with it. So I followed her lead. I registered for self-assessment tax. She was totally right. It didn't take long at all. And then I made my second mistake, which was that I thought I was finished. So I registered for self-assessment and then I was like, done. Look at me being all grown up, finished. I don't need to think about it anymore. And what then happened is that I didn't file my return. Now, your return is something that you do online. Again, nowhere near as daunting as it sounds. And it's basically when you input information about your earnings so that HMRC can store it on their records and let you know if you owe any tax. I didn't know when the deadline was. I therefore missed the deadline. And that meant that I had to incur some penalties. So I had to pay some fees purely because I was being super unorganized. This might sound surprising to you because I think I come across as like a very organized person, and I am now. But let me tell you, I had to make some serious errors in my time to get me to the point where I'm at now, which is why this video is going to be so useful for everyone, because you can literally skip all of the mistakes that I'm breaking down by following a few simple steps. So let's break down the exact things that you should do to ensure that you don't suffer the same fate that I did. So firstly, it's worth noting that you only have to register for self-assessment if you have earned over £1,000 within the last tax year. Now, tax years aren't like January to January, like I used to think that they were. There'll be some people listening to this who will be like, oh my God, they're not January to January. And there'll be other people who will be listening to this being like, Jade, how did you not know that that is not when the tax year is? The tax year is from April to April. And more specifically, the last tax year ran from the 6th of April 2022 all the way through to the 5th of April 2023. So you want to look at how much you earned as a content creator, whether it's through brand partnerships, affiliate links, services that you're providing, merchandise, all of the above and more. Any income that you earned as a content creator during that time, if it exceeds £1,000, well done. Proud of you. If it exceeds £1,000, then you need to register for self-assessment. Specifically, you need to register before the 5th of October 2023. Now, don't panic, because you might be listening to this thinking, wait, that's super soon. Don't stress. As I mentioned before, it's a lot easier to do than it probably sounds, and I'll have links to everything that you need in the description. So let's say you reviewed your earnings between the 6th of April 2022 all the way through to the 5th of April 2023. So you've looked at your earnings and you've realized that you earned £1,452. let's say. So as a result, you've registered for self-assessment and you've managed to do it before the deadline of the 5th of October, 2023. Well done. What do we do now though? The next step to avoid making one of the mistakes that I made out of several is you need to make sure that you actually complete your self-assessment return by the 31st of January, 2024. Now, it is worth noting that you can actually file before that deadline if you want to. And I personally recommend that because it means that you know how much you owe if you owe anything. And it also means that you can avoid the deadline stress, like deadline anxiety when something's looming over you. You can avoid all of that by just completing your self-assessment return before that deadline. So once you've completed those few steps, you have already become a far more successful content creator than I ever was in my early days because you've managed to do multiple things that I was not able to do. So well done. Now, just to make things even more simple and just ensure that you have complete clarity on what to do next, I'm going to include a link in my comment section and also in the description, which will take you to a page which will allow you to check if you need to tell HMRC about any additional income that you've earned. So if you're watching this video and you're like, okay, cool, I know I need to take some steps, but I'm not sure what to do next, that's what I recommend you do next. You head to that link, you complete the steps, and you'll find out if you need to tell HMRC about any additional income that you have earned. As I said before, if you are a content creator and you are earning an income, you are a business, and it's important that you start acting as such, right? This is your first step towards doing that. And don't forget, all the links that I've mentioned are below. So that's it for today's video. I hope you found that useful. If you feel like hanging around, I recommend watching this video. It's actually a half-year review of my business where I dive deep into what went well, what didn't go well, but more specifically, I give you my top tips to ensure that your business is thriving this year and well into the future.